Diversity is just the range of different people in humanity. Equity is about having what you need to be able to do your job effectively and even access a job equitably. And inclusion is making sure that you're really thinking about these things and you're planning to have a diverse workforce and you're planning how to include them.
It means belonging and it means acceptance.
It means fairness. And that is making sure that we're fair across the board for everybody that we deal with every day.
They are three principles that need to underpin, embed everything that we do, including informing the work that we do, the policy decisions we make.
For me, what we mean is that we need to represent the community and we must ensure that whatever we do as a public service, that their voices are actually heard in anything that we do.
It's really important to have a diversity, equity and inclusion strategy that will enable us to truly move the South Australian policy and practice forward in an inclusive and representative way.
So we've taken this issue seriously for a number of years through the Code of Ethics, and every department will have its own strategies in this area. This is really to take it to the next level, to make sure we've got a whole of government approach and that everyone's picking up best practice to make sure we can deliver on these services.
Firstly, it's a confidence to know that when we put out a strategy, we actually mean it. So the only way you can get outcomes is if people see that leaders are committed to it and they're making changes to every program at the granular level in their organisations.
If you're a leader, make sure that you're showing these issues as important inside your workplace.
And the first step is picking it up with your team, having a donut session and having a read of it and going, well, how can we actually make some of the principles and the things that we're reading about in that strategy relevant and make them alive in our own unique workplaces.
This is always a complex area and it's difficult, and particularly for those who aren't as familiar with these topics, to make sure that they are picking up the issues and spending some time to think about how are we doing this.
And if all of us embrace and champion difference and diversity, then that will produce better outcomes and probably more productive and happier workplaces. And in turn, that will deliver better outcomes for the people of South Australia.
Diversity, equity, inclusion always benefits people. And when we enrich other people's lives, we enrich our own lives and we also enrich our workplaces. And we get that range of opinions and experiences to feed into our policy and practice.
The message for each public sector employee is to be curious, understand these issues, read the strategy, get across exactly what these things mean and how you can do this in your workplace.
The community of South Australia expects a service from the government of South Australia, and the only way we can provide that service if we are joined up. And I believe a conversation around values and behaviours and actually seeing the citizen at the heart of what we do is the only way we're going to succeed to actually deliver the best service.